I ain't never made a fucking call, made a call to Diddy, really? I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh yes, he's literally.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now when we come back, we're gonna talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right, we'll be right back.
I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
50 Cent has now lifted the curtain on what may be the most shocking and unsettling revelation yet. The secret private gatherings allegedly hosted by Diddy, but this time, it's not just vague rumors or half-spoken claims. It's an unfiltered, unapologetic truth. He hasn't just named names. He's exposed the frequency and disturbing consistency of these so-called freakoffs, framing them as part of...
What's happening with Puffy? I know you're not really tapped in, but what
the last thing I saw was like a guy there. He was like, yo, he like pushed me into the truck. It really hurt. And he sodomized me. Like he sodomized me. I was like, yo, look, I could find other things to do for money. Did you see the video? I could find other things to do for money. But I'm not sure I can say that for money.
How much is this guy trying to get?
I don't know. Like it's a simple suit situation, but it's like
20 mil. I can say it.
You still have the blackest face out. You still have to mimic his voice because he's like.
But his voice wasn't even that different.
And a little deeper. I was like almost like, no, that's you, young buck.
Yo,
I almost felt like it was him. I almost knew who it was. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, that's fucking trying to money right.
Yo, you can't say that dudes are having sex with other dudes, bro. The internet might come for you.
You say sweet love.
Yeah, young buck say make sweet love.
That's young buck breaking right there.
Make sweet love.
There's rules to rap beef now, bro. Not in your day.
Well, I'm saying like, God, man, why is your homeboy so close to you when you come out of there? Look like you guys just made sweet love. I'm gonna say sweet love instead of anything that says.
To me, that's better because they're gonna try to make it something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was smart. Like I didn't think about that. I say things that are borderline. Like I'm like, oh my God, you're in trouble.
You?
Like all the time. Because I just say.
Nah, but you got close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, you see, Amika's in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. This is really happening. I'm just saying to you. No, stop. Stop it, man. You set that up. Look, you set that up. This dude, he's in the same shirt.
What do you mean he's in the same shirt?
Obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like you go, I'm like, nah, it was odd. Like, this is some of the things that people say, like, girls, guys may say to a girl, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
What do you think's happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on.
Wow, they found Kendrick and Wifey.
You can't dress up Kendrick like that. Oh, you can't dress him up like that.
No, it's jokes.
That's like the white chicks movie, bro. You can't do that.
Yeah, that was comedy. That was good.
Yeah, but that
get away with Wifey.
That's obviously doing shopping. They got the same outfit.
Yeah,
it's true. In public.
Yeah, that's a nice shirt. That was a nice shirt. All right, so when he said the shopping line in real life, what did you say?
I said, let me get away from him. Because it was like, he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we got to hang out now. Like hang out.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know, maybe I'll take you shopping and I could just flash and you could give me the hood shit. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm going to mess up the wedding. I always say to myself, like,
it was someone's wedding?
It was Chris Lighty's wedding. It was in Miami. Nori's there. Nori knows this. And I looked at him like, yo.
What once simmered as whispers within the entertainment industry has now exploded into a full-scale media firestorm, all fueled by 50 Cent's unrelenting pursuit of the truth. Through a series of unapologetic public statements, viral social media posts, and now verified media footage, he has laid bare the extent of celebrity involvement in Diddy's secretive gatherings. With zero regard for protecting reputations, his narrative cuts deep and spares no one. According to 50 Cent, many elite figures from music, film, and the business world weren't just aware of these clandestine events, they were frequent, deliberate participants. These weren't random drop-ins. They were pre-planned, routine visits, made with full awareness of the atmosphere and intentions behind them. He's directly accused these individuals of cultivating and sustaining a culture of secrecy, one that weaponized influence to remain hidden and profited from the silence surrounding it. His tone is sharp and unwavering. This wasn't an open secret, it was a fortified structure, guarded by NDA letters, loyalty oaths, and in many cases, outright intimidation.
You heard what he just said, right? He's like, yo, certain things they let it go by because it's Puff. Like they would look, like he would say stuff, and it's like he wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway. Now you see so much shit that you go, wait. No, this was visible.
He was in the hallway. We saw the video.
You see
We saw that video.
It comes out later. You're like, that's not the closet. That's the hallway. He didn't give a fuck. Like you could tell that he was already.
Nah, New York is dope. Because when Fab, he was like, "Yo, Fab, we ain't party. Fab was like, "Nah, we partying tonight."
He's like, no, like, but he didn't party. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, they let that one go. Like I had to say something about it later because I was like, oh, it was.
What does it feel like all these years? You being the only one calling this out?
No, I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They said you're a hater. They said
you're a hater. You do this, and now everybody's complaining. My ass is hurting. There's all this shit that's coming.
50, you can't make jokes about it.
No.
The internet might come for you, bro.
All I'm saying
it might come for you.
You see it now. All of these complaints. People were damn. They were and pillaged. This was what was going on, right? And what do I get for I went through years of a hater. You're a hater. You want this and that. I'm just watching. Like I look at things and go, when you see the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay, I go, oh shoot, like. Then I think about it, I go, that had to be there. So when I was saying that he was missing, he just wasn't actively being out there because they was dealing with that.
Wait, do you think there's truth to the Jay thing? There's no way.
Know. Like, look, so like if you say, I have this thing where I'm conflicted when it takes you 20 years to remember something happened to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I go also 10 years, 20 years later, it comes back, and it's like all of Puff's problems are coming from the ministers touching little boys.
What you mean?
The laws are the way they are because because
of the priests.
The priests touching little boys.
Why are we looking at me, bro? I just go to church. I just go to church, right? I have nothing to do with this. I have an alibi.
That's why the laws allow you to go that far back.
Turn away from you right there. I'm just a Catholic kid. You said you've been dead. No. What's the body of Christ taste like? It's sacrilegious. You can't do that.
He's like, yo, drink my blood.
So it is crazy when after 20 years they come out. That shit is foul.
But with Puffy, you were the only one saying anything for decades.
Yeah, because we had our own little thing.
But you were the only. Everybody else was scared.
Huh?
But everybody else was scared. So you think maybe this is a similar thing where everybody else is scared? I don't know what it is. I'm just asking.
I think that they're scared.
But if they're scared,
But
then maybe
you've
that's
been
what I'm thinking.
insinuating Jay-Z a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you've been saying people gonna come for him a little bit.
No,
I
thought he would do funky stuff like the Super Bowl. Like it was not okay for me to be at the Super Bowl.
Oh, he tried to cut that.
Yeah, he didn't want me to. Well, they worked to make like there was an issue with me in the NFL that doesn't exist.
So he did the corporate way of trying to keep you down. Oh, it's not me. It's now.
It's them. And then when M says he's not going to do it if I'm not there, then
let's go.
Yeah.
Themselves, signaling just how long those named are public figures with meticulously curated reputations, philanthropists, cultural icons, and vocal advocates for justice and equality. But according to 50 Cent, their polished public personas stand in stark contrast to the private behaviors he's now exposing. He stresses that this isn't about vengeance or tearing people down. This isn't about destroying careers, he stated, it's about exposing the truth. If your image is built on a lie, that lie deserves to be uncovered, not for revenge, but for accountability. This explosive development follows a growing wave of legal scrutiny and public backlash aimed at Diddy as more lawsuits and accusations surface. Yet, what sets 50 Cent's claims apart is their scope. He refuses to frame Diddy as a lone culprit. Instead, he paints him as the epicenter of a deeply rooted network involving artists, record executives, and media insiders, all of whom allegedly participated in or helped cover up these secretive encounters. The industry's reaction has been palpably tense. Many of the celebrities indirectly implicated have responded with silence, while others have begun lawyering up and strategically distancing W series.
Man, that person, I'm
gonna get her
adjusting.
mad,
Am I
too.
adjusting?
Right.
You see me doing different things on television to find my core audience again, and you watch.
It's a market price right
Yes,
now.
you have to change. You can't be the same artist.
You didn't have a number to call Madonna and say, "Hey, Madonna."
Send her a note.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a 6 degrees of separation
Now, I'm
that you
saying,
could have.
when you see things that like online, because that's really what it is. It's the photographs and stuff that come through the feed,
Right.
And I was like, what? Like, because she had like
Yeah, because she did put it out
stuck
there.
under the bed, like the booty's up in the air, with her head stuck under the bed.
Yeah.
At 63, grandma.
Yeah.
It's grandma, come from under the bed, grandma.
Yeah. Grandma, are you stuck? Are you stuck? Hell yeah. Waiting for it to hit life alert. All kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I imagine, like, and I'm saying, to my imagination, I go, who's taking the picture? Like, is her kids taking the picture?
Yeah.
Lord of this.
Oh man. Oh.
come on.
So you put that out and she sees it.
Yeah.
Do you feel bad when she it's like, oh, he's a bully, or do you ever feel bad?
I tell you the truth, Vic, I really was uncomfortable when she kind of jumped out there on the baby.
I mean, and I've been on social media. How long ago? Like,
Or the baby said he made a mistake.
oh, the baby. Okay.
He made
Gotcha.
a mistake. He said some things on stage.
Right.
And she jumped out there like she was going for the kill on him. You know what I'm saying? And I look, I'm going, I know the mistake. I know who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Durk, NBA Youngboy, the baby, they're all 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like I watch them, like those ones that I look at because I go, oh, I hope they can navigate themselves.
Right.
So they don't
Like, I've
force it.
seen this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like now you get them send in and make their way through it because
And now the everything is, magnified and amplified now too.
it's
You know?
different big. And you don't see since the pandemic when people do things it's a little more blatant. It's the news. You look at the news and see it's a little more blatant like that. When they come like it's a movie now. It's not even like the murder.
don't
is
worry
blatant. Like,
about-
no, you're going.
You don't worry about cancel culture, huh?
Huh? Why would you cancel things that are great for the culture?
Right.
Like I mean, like I was like canceled. Like Monique, why is she canceled?
Mm-hmm.
I had to revisit that because it was like it didn't make sense to me, babe. I'm like, so what did she do? She said something you didn't like, so she didn't work for 13 years after that,
Right.
And then I know Tyler wouldn't support that. He never told nobody not to work with her.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah. When I talked to him, he was like, "Nah, I never told no one not to work with her." And I said, "But you Tyler Perry, and you never told anyone to
Work with it. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?" And he was like, "I never looked at it like that."
If we seen people that, like, oh, okay, Jay and Nas, they good. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, when you and Floyd are good, when do you get good with, it seems like when you go in, you totally done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought you and Floyd would never get back, but y'all kept saying brother.
Media outlets are reportedly bracing for a wave of public relations fallout, as internal investigations have already begun within top talent agencies and entertainment firms. But according to 50 Cent, this goes far beyond holding a few individuals accountable. He's calling out a deeply embedded cultural issue, one where unethical, inappropriate, and allegedly exploitative behavior has been normalized under the guise of exclusivity, power, and influence. His message is unmistakable. Silence was never neutral. It was strategic. It was weaponized. 50 Cent has made it clear, this is only the beginning. He claims more evidence is forthcoming, including travel logs, internal emails, and firsthand witness accounts that could further expose the scope of this hidden system. In his most recent statement, he declared, the public has a right to know who they're celebrating, who they're investing in, and what's actually happening behind closed doors. This isn't gossip anymore. This is documentation, and more is on the way. The entertainment world is on edge, with 50 Cent's consistent credibility throughout this unfolding saga. A cultural reckoning appears not only likely, it may be inevitable. In a follow-up, 50 Cent went even deeper. He described how these gatherings gradually became an unspoken rule for access and advancement in certain elite circles. You want that feature? You show up. You want that Grammy push? You show up. You want those investment deals? You smile, shake hands. and pretend nothing's wrong. He described it as a system, one that rewarded silence and punished dissent, where questioning the culture could lead to career destruction, according to him. Young artists were often lured in, unaware of what they were stepping into, and once inside, speaking out became nearly impossible. The stakes were simply too high.
Times.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, I think I mentioned it one other time. It was a time where it seems like he was really trying to get back with her, and he had no shame. He was very, see, that's weird to me. It's almost like that Tupac situation that I hate talking about. But like the Katt that I encountered is nothing like the dude that you see publicly. Like, it's like a whole different thing. I'm seeing this vulnerable dude trying to get back with his lady. Mm-hmm. And there's no bravado, no toughness, no ego or whatever. And it's almost like in this world, it's like, I don't know, I feel like all my celebrity people that, not friends and just acquaintances, it's almost like there's a persona that they're playing this role publicly, but privately they're different people.
Yeah. Look, I interviewed, his ex-bodyguard, Roger Bonds, and he said that there were I think multiple occasions where, Diddy would drag him to Kim Porter's house. They'd wait outside the house for 6-7 hours. Just waiting outside the house like it's a full-time job.
Right, yeah.
And Roger was like, yo, Puff, we gonna get arrested, for stalking. He's like, no, I pay the rent here. It's my place.
Mm-hmm.
They can't arrest me for stalking. And he's like, I know she's in there. Knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell, knocking on the window. No one shows up. Yeah. Just waiting hour after hour. That's obsessive behavior.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really change much.
Yeah.
You're who you really are.
Yeah.
When it's like I see that so consistently that once you drop that persona, you're you, and then sometimes that persona can really screw you up real bad if you start buying into the image that you're projecting. That can screw you up. I'm sorry, I just don't see nobody who's got that ego or that persona thing who's happy. Doing that for so long.
Yeah, it's funny. Roger was telling me about this one time, because 50's always kind of messed with Puffy. He's always joked about him and dissed him and whatever else. So this one time, Roger was telling me how they were going to MTV, and 50 was there with Tony Yayo and 10 guys from Queens, right? And Diddy looked at Roger and said, yo, man, I'm going to punch 50 in the face.
Who said this?
Diddy.
Okay,
Diddy said he was going to punch 50 Cent in the face. And Roger was like, yo, there's 10 of them. What? You saying you can't hold it down? I was like, there's 10 of them. What do you expect me to do? There's 10 of them. There's 2 of us. There's 10 of them. And, 50's crazy, Yayo's crazy, and a bunch of the guys with him look crazy. This wasn't a bunch of accountants and lawyers. It was 10 street guys from Queens. He's like, yo, what do you expect is going to happen after you do that?
Well, I mean,
and so nothing happened. He just had a conversation with him. That was it.
Well, you said that.
You're an up-and-comer. You get the golden invite, a mansion in the hills, sold to you as a networking opportunity. But the moment you walk through those doors, you realize this isn't about music, deals, or dreams. It's something else entirely, and now you're in it. There are cameras, there's footage, there's leverage. So what do? You smile, you survive, you pretend it's normal. The commentary points to something far darker, a system built on manipulation, grooming, and silence, cloaked in luxury, social capital, and the illusion of career growth. And 50 Cent hasn't just targeted individuals, he's called out the institutions, record labels, award shows, media platforms. According to him, they all played a role in upholding this machine, choosing profit and public image over red flags and whispered warnings. He didn't stop there, he addressed the celebrities directly, many of whom he claims are now scrambling to rewrite history. You had no problem being on the guest list when no one was watching. You partied, you posed, you stayed silent, and now, suddenly, everybody's got amnesia. One of the most explosive allegations came when 50 Cent claimed that some artists had already faced legal action, civil settlements, Quiet warnings, all swept under the rug through NDA letters and private arbitration. He challenged the legal system itself, suggesting a network of elite lawyers and PR firms working overtime to silence victims and bury the truth before it ever saw daylight. But perhaps the most haunting part of his statement was this: it's not just about who was there, it's about who they brought, it's about what was tolerated, what was ignored, and once you see that, you can't unsee it. Social media has erupted. Speculation is everywhere, support is pouring in. Fans have started combing through archival interviews, red carpet moments, behind-the-scenes footage, looking for signs, inconsistencies, hints of something hidden in plain sight. Online communities are building timelines, dissecting photos, and asking the questions that used to be dismissed as conspiracy theory in response. Legal teams representing several high-profile names have begun issuing firm denials, but the damage may already be done.
You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
You didn't sing.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, it's like this, like Black excellence. They're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch.
Oh,
Like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you niggas this year. Come on, bro.
That's
crazy.
That's crazy.
He just looking at his watch during the whole Rock Nation, bro. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. What the fuck is that? Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh wow! So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh, yeah, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy.
I don't know. That was a real suburb question.
I know, right? Proximity.
Hold on. Proximity.
Proximity. That's the SAT hit parade word. I had to learn that.
Do you think he fucking knew all of the shit that was going on? Then I was like
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it,
like I said,
no matter how you answer that shit, you snitching.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a narc kind of.
You asked the question like a fan.
Hey, I grew up with white people, but one thing I know is how to get a black guy in trouble.
But it's a great question.
Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, they wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce
Lechemin-Dewa.
Okay.
It's the King's Path.
King's Path.
Chemin-Dewa.
Because I know Branson.
Yeah.
That's the one I pronounce.
That's the Branson lifestyle. You're gonna be outside.
Biff, you're not worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit. Not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't fucking give her a drink so she forget what the fuck happened. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drugs. I gave me the fucking drug to perform. So she can remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the fuck? Yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. Well, I don't know why it's so hard for people
So
to just
for people to
acknowledge
feel
weird
like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on the separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what does that mean?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip hop culture could think that everybody in hip hop culture is with that shit.
Some have dismissed 50 Cent's revelations as slander, while others claim it's nothing more than a personal vendetta. But as more details surface, the pattern becomes increasingly difficult to deny. Each day brings mounting pressure for public accountability, especially from figures once considered untouchable. In the background, advocacy groups are beginning to mobilize, rallying behind victims and whistleblowers who, until now, remained silent out of fear and isolation. 50 Cent has hinted at potential collaborations with transparency organizations, vowing to help protect those who choose to step forward. His message is crystal clear. This isn't gossip. This is a call for accountability. He's not just exposing names, he's challenging a system. He's aiming to break the cycle, to bring light to what was deliberately kept in the shadows, and to give victims the assurance that someone with power is finally telling the truth. We let these people run the game unchecked for too long. It's time for the truth to do what PR never could, reveal who people really are, when no one's watching. As these revelations spread, a cultural shift is taking shape. Fans are no longer content with passively consuming entertainment. They're asking questions, demanding transparency, calling for higher standards, serious investigations, and real consequences. And according to 50 Cent, this is just the beginning. I haven't even dropped the worst of it yet. Buckle up. This is only phase 1. If that's true, the entertainment industry may be on the brink of a historic reckoning, one that could redefine how we understand celebrity culture, accountability, and institutional complicity for years to come. The world is watching, and the clock is already ticking on the next bombshell.